Right, okay, there we go. Okay, it wasn't working for some reason, and now it is. Splendid. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone's well. Very early start for me. Nearly 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't know where everyone's watching from. Could be a slow start, might not get many people here, but we'll see. Up the ticks. Morning, Sam. Good morning. Yeah, I don't know how many people I'm going to get for this. Internationals, but it begins the off-season. I'm looking forward to it. I do think Fiji should be, based on the squads available, should be pretty comfortable, to be honest. I would be surprised if Cook Island's getting upset. That'd be strange. Looks like early start of the day for you fella. Indeed, Sam. And at least I get 5 more minutes sleep tomorrow. 5 more minutes. Brian says Fiji will win. I would agree. I made some points in the predictions video about guys like Kale Ido, Takirangi, Piakora. There's no Takirangi there. I made points about Masters as well, but Cook Islands don't really have the team to compete in this one. This feels like a bit of a, for those that watch Super League, a bit of a Hull KR versus Salford kind of matchup. That's what this is. So, yeah. Could be a bit of a rough one. Tempted to put a bet on real quick, actually. Very tempted. If I've got time. So we got about 10 minutes to go till kick-off. And for those that don't know, I will be streaming New Zealand versus Samoa tomorrow. So hopefully we get people stopping by for that. That would be great. 16.5 point spread. Fiji should dominate, but you never know. True, Philip. They've gone up to, on Sky Bet, they've gone up to 18, actually. I think I'd still cover that, to be honest. I think Fiji will still be okay. The thing is with Fiji is they've got, you look at the matchups 1-to-1, Fiji's got more experience or quality in each area. Bula over Potoko, Taruva over Olberg, Jennings over Ido, at least for experience. Quality-wise, you'd probably lean towards Ido now, given how fresh he is in his career. So, yeah. Donohue's the most interesting one to me. That spine for Fiji in general is interesting to me, but I'm looking forward to seeing Donohue. I've talked about it multiple times at this point, but the pace that Fiji played with last year was incredible, but they looked a little bit raw at times. But if they keep that pace up, and they can actually move the ball around a little bit cleaner this time, it'll look really exciting. And they really took the fight to PNG last year, because defensively PNG, they had their lapses, but just have to see if PNG looks stronger this year. But Fiji could take that step up. Oh, we got the I got the war dances, the war cries, war dances. I've missed these. Oh, we'll get the Siva Tau versus the Sipi Tau. I think it's the Sipi Tau this year for Tonga versus Samoa. That'll be good. Last time I saw that was live at the Hallowell Jones for the Rugby League World Cup. That was, aside from actual rugby, that was the most incredible thing I've ever seen live. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, Fiji, they do the hymn as well. I know my dad's a big fan of that. So, morning, Christopher. Morning. So, if people are willing to put in the chat where you're watching from, please do. I'd love to know where everyone is at the moment. Myself, and I know Mr. Sammy Snake in there, and Christopher, both in the UK. Jerry Tuai playing. Doesn't look like it. What nationality is he, by the way, Philip? And who's he play for at club level? I've not heard that name in the NRL or Super League, so I'd assume it's New South Wales or Queensland Cup. That kind of that comp. Oh, Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, I've been to Boston a couple times, actually. About 3 times. I do like Boston. The roads aren't fun to be on, because everyone's trying to destroy each other, but it's still nice. You're on a 14-hour night shift, finish at 6:30. Go on, Christopher. Go on, lad. You've got this, lad. I believe in you. It's a good city, not easy to having it for sure. Yeah, it was, when I've been, it's just every man for themselves, barely indicating, just trying to just get in front of the next person. No one gives a shit about anybody else. This is my space, this is my lane, I'm taking it. But it's nice. I remember the last time I went, got there at night, and then seeing the city at night in the background was mesmerising. But I went when it was about -20 a couple years back. I felt my moustache was freezing in real time. That was not good. Okay, so we are done with the war cries. The hymn from Fiji, beautifully done once again. And the war dance from Cook Islands. Always looking like a Super League crowd over there. You're like Beantown. Okay, I will do one run through of the team lists. In the backs for Fiji, they have Bula, Taruva, Jennings, Valame, Renakama, Donahue, and Wakeham. The forwards include Kamikamitha, Tagituamua, Wanga, Milne, the legend that is Tane Milne, Katoga, and Navale. The bench is Kalo, Sakuru, Maya, and Mafoa. 18th man is Koro. In the backs for Cook Islands, they have Putoko, Ulberg, Iro, Rennie, Ioka, Masters, and Cowley. Forwards include Makatoa, Teague, Moiroa, Piakora, Porter, and Peterson Rabati. The bench is Ngatakara, Tamarua, Dakin, and Makareri. 18th man is Wigmore. Great sports sound indeed. I was able to go to Fenway a couple times. That was nice. That was cool. Oh, I went to a Celtics game. Oh, that was amazing. That was actually incredible. I'm a Celtics fan. Okay, we're about to get underway, folks. Hey! Right, here we go. Fiji will kick off any second now. It's a little bit windy. Here we go, underway. Fiji to kick off. It's going to land on about the 20. And it's going to be the first carry of the day. Already up towards their own 20. There's Makatoa with first possession. Next carry from Moriroa up towards the 30. So you'll have to bear with me on the names here just to make sure that I get the names and numbers correct to match them up to the right person. So bear with me on some of the names. I do know a lot of them. It's just recognising who's who. It's been a while. I'm going to carry down the left edge for Pia Cora. I do recognise him. Up towards the 40 for the Cookies. Next carry here. That's Potoko. I think we're in the cap, I think. That's on the last tackle now. And a kick on the last from the Cook Islands towards the sticks, collected by Jareem Bowler. Carries up towards the 20 for Fiji Bati. First minute gone. Wakeham hands it off to Sonia Taruva. Up towards the 30. So it just depends. I know Fiji were brilliant through the middle last year. Can Cook Islands restrict the metres? That's going to be important. Fiji up towards the 40. Tagatuamua on his right. Oh, the ball's come loose. I think Fiji have lost the ball. Have they lost it? They have lost it. Has it been called a lost ball? Yes, it has. They've turned over the ball inside their own territory. Nearly 2 minutes gone. That's not a good start for Fiji. First possession, there's a knock on there. Number 4, who was 4? Valame. Off to Cass for Tigers next year. Cass have signed a lot of players, actually. A lot of good signings, too. Not just, like, fillers, but, like, good improvement, you know, good signings that will improve their side. So, good for them. Kale Ito with his first carry of the game, taking it just over halfway. So, just over 2 minutes gone as well, left to centre field. Next carry is Pia Cora through the middle. Plenty of defenders rushing into him, dragging him backwards as well. Navale, Kamikamitha getting involved in the tackle. Shifting it down the right-hand side of the field now. Next carry from Moiroa. Right to centre field. Now shifting it towards the left-hand side, getting wrapped up just on Fiji's 30. That look forward there. Is it going to be called? Yes, it is. And a mistake from the Cook Islands. All they had to do is be clean. This is why the basics are important. If you just complete your set, you're pinning Fiji on their own try line potentially at the back end of the set, or you chip towards the corner. It's why being clean is so important. The basics are so important. But Fiji, they'll get a scrum on their own 30 in centre field. A little bit of laziness there. That was Teague at 9. So here we go. Fiji in possession. About 35 out from their own try line. Next carry through centre field. I think that was Navale. And the next carry. Kamikamitha was huge when he got some minutes last year. Didn't get as many as I would have liked, but was still dominant when he played. Now inside Cook Islands territory for the first time. Fiji with nearly 4 minutes gone in centre field to go right to Wakeham. Switches back to the legend that is Tane Milne. Looking for an offload possibly, trying to get one. And he offloads it straight to Makatoa of Cook Islands. Okay. Cook Islands in possession on their own 40. Next carry from Rennie down the right edge of the field. Teague. Still at 9. Looks quite lively at 9, actually. I think typically he's meant to be a 7. I'm not too sure, though. I don't watch him in the off-season, or during the season, I mean. But up towards Fiji's 30. So good field position again for the Cook Islands. Shifting it down the right edge now. And about 25 metres out, that's going to be Porter. Stops on the right edge, back towards the middle, shifting it left. An early kick. Oh, I thought that was early in the set. There's the last tackle, actually. But it's collected on the 20 by Wanga. And Wakeham at 9. Hands the ball off to Rinikama for the next carry up towards a 30 for Fiji. Taruva with a lively run. Possibly an arm around the neck there. Takes it up towards the 40. We've had just over 5 minutes gone as well. So, a couple mistakes from both sides. Not too clean. But both looking really energetic and lively. There's an offload. I think it does go backwards. It bounces forwards, but does go backwards initially. So, that's fine. Tagatuamua with a decent second phase run there up towards Cook Islands 40. Donahue out the back to Wakeham. Little bit wayward there. It is collected by Valame. And the ball comes out backwards, collected by Wakeham. Then Bula pops the ball up to Rinikama. A little bit of a bobble there near the right touchline. Wants to get the ball back inside. He does. And Bula. Both teams looking a little bit chaotic to start. And that was looking a bit chaotic as well. But to be fair to Fiji, they made it work. They do want to check this one, but I think that's all good for Fiji. That was nicely done. Amidst the chaos, for Fiji Bati come up with potential points. Potential. Let's have a look at this one. So, from the passes and the offloads, everything looked backwards to me. So it was with Donahue coming back towards centre field. Goes out the back to Wakeham, so that's all good. Gets the ball off. And that's fine, that's backwards. Collected cleanly by Valame. Steps back inside. There's no obstructions anywhere either. Valame, yeah, the ball comes out backwards. Then across to Bula. Draws the last man in. What's this one? Oh yeah, this one might be considered a knock-on. I think that's okay. What's your initial impression? Forward pass? I don't think so. Do you mean on that last one from Bula to Rinikama? That last pass there, you mean? Not the last one back inside, but the last one outside. I think both were okay. Right, that's a clean offload from Valame, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that offload's fine. Collected by Wakeham. Across to Bula. Draws the winger in. Then across to Rinikama. Bobbles that. Gets around Iro. Ball back inside. I think that's clean. That is really nice there from Fiji. That is beautifully done. Beautifully done. That's going to be 4-0 for Fiji Bati. Very, very nice. There we go. 4-0. First points of the day. All right. They absolutely did, Jonathan. That was a nice movement. Again, I said it before. I love the pace that Fiji played with last time. A little bit of chaos. It wasn't the cleanest movement there. But they made it work. And this is something I was talking about in the squad announcement videos, that they've got more guys in there of a higher quality all throughout the squad. The spine has more quality. It's not just Donahue. I think he was with Kevin Nagama last year. Kevin Nagama was playing at 6. But now they've got Brandon Wakeham in there. Bula is in there as well. It was certainly a nice try. Can Wakeham make it 6-0? Didn't mean to play it again. I thought I was turning it off. My bad. The kick from Fiji is good. That's going to be 6-0. Alright, so both teams with a lot of energy early on. But a couple of mistakes as well. So the one team you can't just gift territory to is Fiji because of the quality they've got around the side. But it's understandable. Both sides, all sides in international. So it's going to be, same for Samoa and New Zealand tomorrow, which I am streaming, by the way. It's going to be the same for Australia and England in the Ashes. And it'll be the same for Tonga next week. And it'll be the same for PNG next week as well. And the ball, did that go out on the full from kickoff? It did. So after conceding, already a mistake there from Cook Islands, it's out on the full. Penalty for Fiji. 7 minutes gone. Here we go. Kamikamitha with a carry down the left edge for Fiji. Just short of the Cook Islands 40. Plays this for Tagatu Amua. That's going to be Wonga with the next carry. I'm assuming it is Wonga, because that's how Wonga Blake's name is spelt and said. So I assume it's Wonga. Tagatu Amua with a little spin, just short of the Cookies 20. In centre field, Navale waits at dummy half. Left to Wakeham. Then across to Donahue. Shifting the ball across, and that's going to go wayward into touch. There's claiming it was touched by a Cookies player. And apparently it was. Okay. So an early spread there from Fiji in that set. That's going to be their ball on the 20 once again with a fresh set of 6 with 8 minutes gone. Kamikamitha will play this for Tagatu Amua. He goes right to the legend that is Tane Milne. Go on, Tane. God, if he scores today. If he scores, it'll be legendary. Left to Wakeham. Then left to Donahue. Might be a bit of space on the left here. Bula. Gonna go himself. Jareem Bula with 2 tries already. In 8.5 minutes. Whee. Look at him go. This is the trouble for Cook Islands. It's those mistakes. Early mistakes. They put Fiji in good territory. Off the kick-off. Ball goes out in the full. I like the intent from Fiji as well. This is what they did last year. There was so much pace, so much intent. I like this. I really, really like this. And if anyone remembers the 2022 Rugby League World Cup, Fiji was solid. Like, they played against New Zealand in the quarters. And they were winning at half-time, if I remember correctly. Like, New Zealand struggled against Fiji. And they... Just thinking, if Fiji can keep putting in performances like this, they can keep getting cleaner, they could be like just a little dark horse in the World Cup. Not to, like, win the whole thing, maybe, but to really cause some upsets in there. And they can still bring Viliami Kikau into the side as well. And there's one other that I know they're missing out on. I can't think who it is, but I know there's another big name that's not there at the moment. Just can't think who it is. I know there's the Finu brothers, actually. And the kick is... Oh, it's snuck in. It is windy over there. That one's just snuck in from Brandon Wakeham. It's good to see him back playing. And I believe he had some troubles. I can't remember what was going on. Maybe some substances that he shouldn't have been taking. I can't remember what the deal was with Wakeham and what happened. But it's good to see him back in a Fiji jersey. I think Cook did well in 2023 in one of these matches, so can compete on occasion and rank 10 in the world, maybe surprising ahead of Wales. Though still enough talent for that. Yeah, true. There's definitely quality in this Cook Islands side. It's just they need more of it. Like, guys that could play for Cook Islands, they need them to basically choose them. Same with Fiji, same with PNG. It's mostly PNG because they lost out on Xavier Coates, and I know Johnston's eligible. But there's a good spine in that PNG side. And there's quality in Cook Islands, but they could do with some more. Back underway. We've had just over 10 minutes gone. Donahue down the left edge gives it to Kautoga. A few metres short of the halfway line. Tagatu Amua goes right to Donahue. He'll switch back to Kamikamitha. Up towards the halfway line. Last tackle coming up. Right to, I think that was Wakeham. Gets the kick away, collecting on the 20. And that's going to be Potoko with the ball collected from the kick up towards his own 30. And that's a strong carry there from Ulberg up towards the 40 for the Cook Islands. There's a good field position already. And that's a decent scoop from dummy half there from Cowley. And a 6 again for the Cook Islands. And there we go, some more metres up towards the 30 from Potoko. Nicely done. Great meters here from the Cook Islands. Can they actually add some points on the board, though? They can try and stay within range of Fiji. That'll be a huge help for later in the game. It's only about... Oh, that's a 6 again. 15 metres out. 12 minutes gone. Shifting the ball left. Trying to get the ball away. Smashed into. Collected by Renakama. Has room to run. He's going. That's a strange running style unless he's hurt his arm. That's a very strange running style. I hope he's alright. Slow to play this ball. Left to Bula. Up towards the 20. Katoga. Bit of room to run. Cuts back inside. Stopped about 6 metres out. He did not look in a good way. That looked very awkward. Bula. For a hat-trick. Bula scored a hat-trick in 12.5 minutes. Jareen Bula scored a hat-trick in 12.5 minutes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, well that's going to be 16-0. As soon as I knew that even Brad Takarangi wasn't playing, I could kind of see this getting a bit worse. Oh, God. 16-0 with a kick to come. God, Rinakama, I don't know what happened to Rinakama, but I hope he's okay. I don't think he is, to be fair. But Jareen Bowler. Did I correctly say 12 minutes? 11.5 minutes, 12 minutes? I might have incorrectly said the amount of time that's been played. I might have been incorrect. Yeah, I think I said 12.5 minutes, I think. I think I was right. My prediction was 40 points to 12, I think. I did predict 13 plus for Fiji. We could be looking at 60. I'm pretty sure they put about 50 or 60 on Cook Islands last year. The kick is... Oh, it's post. Posting in. Oh my god. He compensated. Adam Dewey, you got to compensate. You're pointing it to the left. All right. 18-0 for Fiji Bati. 3 tries already. Cook Islands get cooked. Yes, you do. Unfortunately. Problem is there's no Niokore. There's no... Who's the other guy up front? There's no Moale. Is that out on the full? Was that out on the full again? It was out on the full again. Up towards the halfway line with a fresh set of 6 already. And it's going to be Wonga with the first carry. 15 minutes gone. 57% possession to Fiji Bati. Up towards Cook Islands 40. Left to Navale, then to Donahue. Switching it back to Jennings. With the grey hairs. He had grey hairs last year. He's not getting any younger. Back towards the middle with Kamikamitha. Goes right to Navale. Then across to Donahue. Across to Wakeham. It is now with Valamate. 14. So Kalo's playing... maybe on the wing at the moment. Now with Wakeham on the 3rd. Donahue in centre field. Switches back to Navale. Over the 20. 2 tackles to go for Fiji. Tagatu Amua goes right to Wakeham. Kicks the ball through. Putting Cookies under pressure. It is collected in goal by Ioka. Can he make it out? Trying to. Plenty of Fiji Bati defenders there. And that's going to be a goal line dropout for the Cook Islands. 16 minutes gone. Well-weighted kick there from Brandon Wakeham. Good kick pressure from the legend that is Tane Milne. And Valame, he gets past a few, but then you got Wakeham, Donahue, and a few others in centre field to stop him between the sticks. So let's have a look at this goal line dropout. Do they want to go short here or just go long? They will go long. Bounces on the 30. Now the 40. Collected by three-time try scorer already. Jurian Bula. Tagatuamua goes right to Navale. Then on his right to Wanga. 16 and a half minutes gone. Possibly hitting 20 points in a second. Possibly left to Wakeham. He's going to carry the ball himself. Could have gone out the back to Donahue, but chose not to. Third tackle. Short side left to Donahue. Engages the line. Launched the ball over the top as with Taruba has to cut back inside. It's a nice idea. It's going to get stopped on the 10. Over on the left edge of the field. Plays this for Tagatuamua. Kamikamitha straightens up. He's over the try line, is he? Just held up. Or has to play this in front of the try line. Last tackle. They launch it right to Wakeham. Out the back to Donahue. They've got some shape here. Across to Valame. Then across. Back inside. Chucking the ball around. Plenty of offloads here. Still the last tackle. There's a kick. It's all over the place. It is collected by Cowley eventually. A few metres in front of the try line. Cook Islands with a lot of ground to make up. They are 2 or 3 metres in front of their own line. 17 and a half minutes gone. They lose a metre. Potoko trying to carry the ball up the field, but he is dragged back. Valame trying to jump out the line. I think he's been hit. Not been hit high, but there is high contact on him, but gives away a penalty for offside. Shooting out the line a bit too early, I think, there. So a penalty for Cook Islands. They desperately needed that. So they can start a fresh set on their own 30. As long as they complete the set. Possibly pin Fiji back on the start of their next one. First carry just short of the 40. Next carry through centre field. A few metres shy of the halfway line. Teague waits at 9. On his right. Shifting it down the right edge now. Over the right edge with Porter. Stopped on the halfway line. Not making too much ground just yet on these last few tackles. Taking it inside Fiji territory. It's been a little while since I've been down here. Due to a few mistakes earlier in the game. Potoko with a carry on the 4th tackle. Gets an offload though. If the camera wants to keep up with it. And it's going to be Makatoa up towards the 30 inside Fiji's territory. Down the left edge. Chipping it left of the post. Bula can collect this cleanly. Under a bit of pressure. Trying to get past 1. He does. And up towards the 10. Eventually wrapped up. Why am I getting a blocked nose? I don't understand that. Strong carry next up towards the 20. Fiji with a lot of ground to make up this time. Is that the legend that is Tane Milne up towards the 30. And he draws in a penalty because he is the legend that is Tane Bloody Milne. In this same game last year, Fiji versus Cook Islands, he was world class. Simple as that. I'll hear no differing opinions. He was world class. So Fiji up towards halfway. We're done with the first quarter. That's 20 minutes done. Into the second quarter of the game. Tagatuamua in centre field on the Cook Islands 40. Goes left to Wakeham. And then back to Donahue. Pops the ball up to Katoga. That's something that I need to lock in mind. Tagatuamua waits down the left edge of the field. On his right to Donahue. Cutting back towards the middle. He will switch back towards Navale. On the Cookies 20. 2 tackles to go. Right to Wakeham. Back inside to Kamikamitha. Stopped on the 10. Last tackle between the sticks. 10 metres out. Tagatuamua. Kicks the ball through. A little bit of a chase there. Navale. I think Navale's got it. Nice little bit of work together from Tagatuamua and Navale. The grounding looked okay to me. But you never know. You never know. Well read by Navale. Good eyes up rugby there to stay with him. Let's have a look. So Tagatuamua goes left from the ruck. Navale's chasing. He's well onside. Okay, this is going to be tough, grounding this one. It's going to be tough. I think just about... This is close, though. This is close. Okay, we're going a bit too far back here. We're at a different angle. This should tell us. I think that's just okay. Okay. Well, that's going to be another try for Fiji, but that's in front of the post, so I'm going to make that 24. And after 21 minutes, it is going to be 24-0 for Fiji. I don't think they'll stay on track for 80 points. I don't think they'll do that. I'd be very surprised if they do. But you never know. So this is why it's important to have guys like Takirangi. So Masters could go back to 1. Takirangi at 6. Having Niokore. Having Moale would be huge. But no. So yeah, 22-0. Where the kick to come, but it is in front of the sticks. This is just getting from bad to worse. The start from Cook Islands looked okay. Like, they had plenty of good territory, good field position. The kick from Wakeham is good. There we go. 24-0 to Fiji. Hey. All right. So the thing is, Fiji, they look really strong offensively at the moment. Like, they're able to find the points, but they are being gifted a lot of free territory. So that is an issue. And Masters will get us back underway. It bounces once. Oof. Nearly taking over the dead ball line. It's going to be Kalo with the first carry of this set. 18 minutes to go in the first half. Next carry takes them just over their own 10. Fiji in possession. Tagatuamua goes left to Kamikamitha. Possibly the biggest body on the pitch. Up towards the 20. Tagatuamua on his right. Now with Milne. Up towards the 30. Wanted an offload then for a second, but is stopped on the 30. Plays it right at centre field. Next carry through the middle. I believe that was Navale. Up towards his own 40. Tagatuamua on the last goes right to Wakeham. Gets the kick away. And that nearly goes out in the full. It does go out in the full. The wind affecting Fiji this time around. So Wakeham with a kick on the full. And they'll gift Cook Islands territory just over their own 40. Can they establish a bit of territory down here? So Teague goes right to Dakin. Cook Islands 30 metres out. Next carry from Dakin, 25 out, just right of centre field. Teague on his left to Petson Rabati, I should say. Cowley with a couple steps here. Or Cowley, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. 10 metres out. In centre field, it's going to be Dakin almost tipped beyond the horizontal. That could have been a penalty for Cook Islands there, but it's not given. 2 tackles to go. Teague launched it right. Ooh, that's good work from Tagatuamua, jamming out the line to get Masters wrapped up on the 10. Over on the right edge. Last tackle for the Cook Islands. Teague will go left to Cowley. Chips the ball towards the back left. Plenty of Fiji jerseys there. Kalo goes up, takes it cleanly, and comes down with it 5 out from his own try line. Or Carlo, I don't know. Someone educate me. Someone let me know. 16 minutes to go in the first half. 24-0 for Fiji. With Sonia Taruva. My first experience of Taruva was at fullback for Fiji in the World Cup. He was brilliant. It's now Bula playing at fullback. Some good meters inside Cook Islands territory. So good set here from Fiji. It's now the last tackle. 15.5 to go. Tagatu Amua. Oh, it's the fourth tackle, sorry. Kamikamitha. Up towards the 30. Great meters. It's now the last. Short side left to Donahue. Engages the line. We'll need an offload here soon. Gets one. Ulberg is in the way, though. No, he's not. It's actually collected by Fiji. Bula wants to get an offload. Launches it. It's still with Fiji. Milne goes right to Rinakama. Kicks the ball through. It is collected by Potoko. Trying to get around one. He is wrapped up by Kalo on the 10. So Fiji, not a great end to the set there. Having to chuck the ball around a bit. They do okay with it in the end. It's going to be Rennie with a carry. Ulberg with the next one. Very, very strong carry over the 30 there from Ulberg. Dakin up towards the 40, but there's going to be a penalty for the Cook Islands. Offside from Fiji. So, a bit of ill-discipline from Fiji. A couple of mistakes from Fiji as well recently. Gifting Cook Islands some decent territory. So they just got to actually establish some territory down there. They've got to restrict the meters from Fiji, not allowing them to finish sets inside their own half. Or inside Cook Islands half, I should say. 14 minutes to go in the first. They've got a fresh set on the halfway line. Masters hands it on his left to Makareri. Taking it just inside Fiji territory. Now shifting it down the left-hand side. Dakin taking it over the 40. 35 metres out, left to centre field. Piakora up towards the 20. Gets a quick play of the ball there for Ngatakara. And a 6 again for the Cook Islands. About 13 metres out, left to centre field. Stepping. Can he find a gap somewhere? Maybe. Don't let him do it. This is why he's important to the side. Individually. This is what Cook Islands need. They need their best individuals. Guys like that can do stuff like that. At this level. He's had a great year with the Sharks. To be fair, that is way too easy. That is way too easy. But that's a great try from Kale Ido. That is going to be 6 points for Cook Islands in a second. I said in the squad announcement video, he's important. I said he's an important player. And he's now shown it. Too easy, but still a good try. £12 and 20 seconds to go. It is 24 points to 4, but the kick is right in front of the post. I assume that they'll get it. And it'll be Ioka to add the extras in front of the posts. Should get this one. The kick is good. It is 24 points to 6. Shrugging off Valomate. Bit of space between two. Oh, it's Mayo with the missed tackle there and somebody else. I didn't see who else it was. He is wrapped up by Bula, but then he spins, gets the ball down. Nicely done from Kale Ido. I think my first introduction to Kale Ido was the World Cup as well. I think he was playing at full back at the time. Got a few appearances for the Sharks. I think it was last year or the year before. A few appearances, but then worked his way in. Talakai coming off the bench normally as a prop at this point. So there we go, back underway. The Wind, maybe playing havoc on the kickoffs there. Already collected on the 30 by Cook Island. So this is good territory to start the set. 11.5 minutes to go. Olberg with the first carry of this set up towards his own 40. And a few more metres as well. Gatakara on his right. Next carry. I think that's from Porter. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Makareri. Coming back towards the middle. Dakin up towards Fiji's 40. 11 minutes to go. 2 tackles left in this set. Gatakara on his right. And that's going to be Teague. So both hookers on the field at the moment. 11 minutes to go. Left to Cowley. Chips it towards the back left. Bula collects. And he's going to be tackled inches in front of the try line. So the Cook Islands, off the back of a couple of mistakes from Fiji, an awkward kickoff, some penalties in their favour, and a try, of course, some good territory. Cook Islands looking a lot better. They're on a process. They look more professional at the moment. Taruva with the next carry. A few metres shy of his own 30. 10.5 to go. Tagatuamua goes left to Donahue. Takes a carry himself. Arm around the neck there. But up towards the 40. Been playing at 13 most of the year for the Dolphins. Now with Wakeham on the last. Kicks from his own 40. Yeah, the wind is not helping him at all. But it's collected by Yoka on the 30. So they can't wait for the second half. Thing is that they've got an 18-point lead and they've been against the wind so far in this game, so could be a lot worse for Cook Islands in the second half when they're against the wind themselves. Ulberg with a carry shrugs off one up towards Fiji's 40. 9.5 to go. It's going to be Dakin with the next, shrugs off one 25 metres out. Good territory here, last tackle for the Cook Islands. They can score again. It's definitely an interesting game. Oof. Cowley goes for the kick. Milne makes the tackle. Mid-kick attempt. And Cowley is tackled. That is not great. That is not clean there from the Cook Islands. So it's going to be Fiji's ball just over their own 20. The legend that is Tane Milne getting involved. World class, as always. Up towards the 30. 9 minutes to go. Wakeham at dummy half. Left to Sonia Taruva up towards the 40. And some extra metres as well. Great carry. Great carry there. Tagatuamua waits. And it's a 6 again. It's going to be Katoga with the next carry. Did I spell Katoga? It's not Katogo, is it? It's Katoga. Yeah, I spelled that incorrectly. Katoga, there we go. My bad, pimp, my bad. There we go. Fiji in possession, 20 metres out. Wakeham goes left to Donahue. Good hands across. Might have been touched by a Cookies player, not too sure though. Third tackle, 8 minutes to go. It's now with Bula on the 30. Up towards the 20. It's eventually stopped on the left edge. We've got a player down at the moment. Got a Fiji player. Needs to be looked at. Possible high shot, not too sure. If the game's stopped, it probably is. So the clock is stopped with 7 minutes and 54 seconds to go. Is it Katoga? It's taken out by Rennie. Not too much in it. It's fine. Not on purpose. Two tackles in this set over the left-hand side of the field. Bula will play this for Tagatuamua in a second. It's going to be Mafoa with a carry up towards the 10. Last tackle. Faking right, but they go left. Bula, don't do it. He's going to be stopped 3 metres in front of the try line. That's why they'll turn the ball over. For Cook Islands, they've got a long way to go. Fiji just need to be clean. Last time they had Cook Islands in this sort of position, they gave away a penalty for offside. So they've got to be disciplined here. Ulberg with the next carry. He's had a few good carries in this game, Ulberg. 7 minutes, 20 to go. Now down the left-hand side, there's a switchback here for Keltiro. Good meter through the middle. Possible break here. Oof. There was a bit of room to use up there. Bit of room, but the legend that is Tane Milne gets him wrapped up. Dakin with a carry over the 40. So considering the Cook Islands were 3 metres in front of their own try line, fourth tackle, they're up towards halfway. Masters down the right edge, up towards Fiji's 40. Great meters. Great set here from the Cook Islands. I think Fiji probably should have done better to restrict the meters here, but that's a great set from the Cook Islands. It's going to bounce in goal. And again, then over the dead ball line. So 20 metre tap, 7 tackle set for Fiji Bati. 6 minutes 30 to go. We have a tap on the 20 up towards the 30 to start a fresh set, a 7 tackle set. Wakeham, left to Taruva. A lot of the backs in this game, Ulberg, Taruva, Bula, Valame, Iro. A lot of strong carries from the backs in this game so far. Up towards halfway. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Tangatuamua. On his right to Valame. Makes about 15 metres on that carry. Valame, again off to Castleford next year. Left to Donahue. Now with Katoga, all good now. Up towards the 20, look for an offload. Doesn't quite get one. Did he lose the ball in the process? They're claiming he did. They do have captain's challenges, but they're not going to use it. It did look like a loose carry. Was trying to go for, or was at least considering an offload there. Yep. That's a lost ball. 5 minutes 20 to go. It's going to be a scrum for the Cook Islands on their own 20. Masters will feed the ball into the scrum in a second. It is left to Potoko. Or is that Ioka? It's one or the other. It's Ioka, I think. Both wearing caps. Might be right about Cook Islands having one more try today. Well, that was my assumption with the squad they initially had, which had Takarangi, plus the energy they normally play with. But we'll see. I feel like there is another try incoming, Jonathan. I think it feels like there's another one in there at least. They could get another 2, but I think there's... With the territory they've got at the moment, they might get one soon. 4 minutes 20 to go. 2 tackles left. Dakin gets the ball off to Porter. Last tackle is with Cowley. Chips towards the back left again. It is collected, knocked on, grounded in goal. But it's going to be a penalty for Fiji for a push. I don't think they've realised it yet. Okay, well I thought that was a try then for Cook Islands, but no, I didn't see what happened then. Was claiming there was a push? Let's have a look. Tackled in the air, maybe? I'm not sure what it was for, actually. I really don't know. They're actually going to tap in front of their own try line. Bula, down the left edge, takes it up towards the 30. So instead of kicking into touch, they will tap and go. 3 minutes 20 to go. Jennings will scoot up towards the 40. Interesting. Could have been a try there for the Cook Islands. Can Fiji hit 28 or 30 soon? They might go for 1 if they get up the field, maybe. It'd be unlikely because they don't need to, but they might. Tagatuamua. Oh, with a potential break. He's just wrapped up on the 40. 3 tackles to go. Or 2 tackles, sorry. Wakeham on his right to Navale. Just less than 30 metres out. Last tackle here for Fiji. Tagatuamu goes left to Donahue, engages the line across to Bula. Potential room to run, kicks the ball through, chases Bula with 4 bloody tries. Two and a half minutes to go. That's another try for Bula. That's going to be 28 points to 6. Wow. Okay. So the past 10-15 minutes, Cook Islands have looked like a much better side. Fiji have helped with some of the mistakes that they've been making. Look at the space there. He probably didn't even need to kick the ball through, but he did, just to make sure he wasn't tackled. Bula is having a great day at the moment. And the thing is, I might be doing like an international review again. So far, of all the fullbacks, Bula makes the international team of the season. As of right now, spoiler. Well, 28 points to 6 with a kick to come. Another tough one from the touchlines. But to be fair, Wakeham's been nailing most of them. Well, all of them, actually. He's nailed every single one of them. So, can he get the next one to make it 30? There's a minute and 2 seconds to go. The clock is stopped. Wakeham with a conversion near the touchlines. The ball falls off the tee. Steps up once again. Probably going to need a teammate to pin the ball down for him. So, Tagatuamu is going to place a finger on the ball to keep it locked into place. So Wakeham now is going to step up to potentially make it 30. And it is wayward this time. So it's going to be 28 points to 6. It will remain. Way. Okay. 28 points to 6. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go. 22-point advantage for Fiji Bati. Be surprised if there's any more points in this half, but you never know. Masters gets us back underway. Short kickoff collected on the 30 by Fiji. So do they want to move the ball around? Do they want to have a go at something? Possibly. Wakeham now with Navale. Few meters shy of the 40. It's not Navale, sorry, it's Kalo. Next carry from Mafoa. Taking it just over the 40. 30 seconds to go. 3 tackles left in this set. Shifting it left. Wakeham. Then Donahue. Options on his outside. It's going to take the carry. Stopped just short of Cook Island's 40. 18 seconds to go. 2 tackles left. Jennings on his right, and the next carry up towards the 30. Last tackle here for Fiji. Right to Wakeham. Out on the back to Donahue. Then across to Bula. On for 5 maybe. And that looks like it's a knock on there. It is eventually called, so that's going to be half time. It's been a tough half for the Cook Islands. They've had a couple moments in there where they could have produced something. It's been a very tough half. But yeah, Fiji, they've been the dominant side. Fiji did lose out on Rinakama, but it hasn't really slowed them down too much. Okay, 28 points to 6. I would be surprised if Cook Islands came back in this one. You never know. Fiji get the wind at their backs this half, or this next half. Four tries, a line break assist, 2 line breaks, 6 tackle busts, and 118 run meters. And a partridge in a pear tree. He's killing it. Bula is killing it. What an absolute weapon this guy is. Oops, my bad. Sorry if that was too loud. I mean, I normally put up a poll. If the game's close enough, I'll put up a poll saying who do you think is going to win, but maybe a little bit pointless. I will be honest, I did place a bet before the game started for Fiji to cover the 18-point spread. So, hopefully that wins. Fiji minus 18. I think they'll probably be okay, to be honest. I'd be surprised if they don't cover this one. And those in here, if you could leave a thumbs up on this stream, helps it to get out there to more people. That would be greatly appreciated. Feel free to talk in the live stream chat. If you've got any thoughts, any questions, any opinions, let me know your thoughts. Well, there will be a stream highlights video posted onto TikTok later as well. If you guys have TikTok, follow me there, link in the description, or search Kinetic Rugby League. Okay. Right, so Bula's been killing it. Absolutely killing it. Donahue and Wakeham, they've been connecting quite nicely. It's not been perfect, but they've been, clean enough. Mill with a lot of offloads. Katoga with a good bit of work done on the left-hand side of the field. Navale, quite a few carries through the middle as well. Kamikamitha, strong carries. Same with Taruva, actually. Taruva, a lot of good carries out the backfield. Yeah, Ulberg for Cook Islands, a lot of good carries. Cowley hasn't been able to show too much. Has looked lively a couple of times. So has Teague, actually. I think all Cook Islands need to do is just focus on being clean. Bring the energy when they can, but make sure they complete their sets. Because Fiji are playing well, but they're not perfect at the moment, so, you just worry about yourselves and let them make the mistakes. That's why the basics are so important. Screw it, I'll put up a poll anyway. I'll do it. I'm going to assume it's pronounced Venevalu. I assume I pronounced that correctly. I hope. But you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. So yeah, for Fiji, there's like even more improvements they can make to the squad. So for the World Cup next year, there's Viliami Kickout they can bring in. And again, I'm still missing somebody. I can't think who it is. There's the Finu brothers. And there was somebody else. I can't remember who it was. But Fiji could look pretty good for the World Cup next year. At full strength, they could look good. I think if they could get one or two more props playing regular Super League or NRL, that'd be good. Valamay will get plenty of game time for Castleford next year. They could find somebody else at centre instead of Jennings. Somebody a bit more youthful, maybe, that might help. But there's a good spine there. There's a good makeup of a team for Fiji. So I think next World Cup, next year, they could look good. There's an announcement coming soon, from what I saw, for the Rugby League World Cup. When did they say it was coming out? See if I can find this. Just said coming soon. Announcement coming soon. Okay. What do you got for subs? Got a few more. Okay. Got a few more. That's alright. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see if I can hit 15k by the end of the year. Going to be difficult to do. 14 is the next target, but is 15 doable? Maybe. Maybe. That is true, Damus. They have beaten him recently. I don't know. I assumed that Cook Islands would have been above Wales anyway. I wasn't sure of the whole international rankings. Problem is, not enough international games for a lot of countries. True. I do know Lebanon are playing Italy soon, and Ireland are playing Wales. Wales or Scotland? Wales, I think, very soon as well. But it's like mixing them all together would be great. Problem is how much it costs as well. Like, to get, say, Cook Islands and Fiji to play against Wales and Scotland, like, it costs a lot. So, if enough people were going to go to the games and enough people were going to watch and sponsorships were worth it, then fair enough. But it's difficult to organise unless it's a World Cup. Or a big game that's going to sell out. Travel is expensive and it's hard down here in the southern hemisphere as the distances are vast and travel more expensive than, say, Europe. Yeah, indeed. So it makes more sense. At least the Pacific Championships is like a regular thing now. That's a good sign. So teams of different levels of quality can face each other. That's a good sign. I do wish that if teams were stronger around this part of the world, so if Scotland, Wales and Ireland were stronger, then England have stronger opponents to play against. If France was at least a little bit stronger as well, that would help. It would be great next year if the Pacific Championships would go back to that promotion game, like when New Zealand played PNG last year. If they could go back to that, I assume they removed it for this year because Australia wasn't going to be in the comp. I assume. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I would like him to add it back in for next year, or not next year, but the year after, because it's World Cup next year. Super strong in the 60s and 70s. What happened? I don't even know. Unfortunately, I was not around then, so I'm not too sure. Well, the problem is you've got Union that takes up so much space in people's minds and lives, and then just not enough international games being played. But yeah, more games need to be played. I am currently working on something. I'm working on a little project for Rugby League. It's, well, I say a little project, it's actually a massive project. Like, it's a monumental project. And yeah, it's going to take a lot to make it happen, but I'm working on it. What channel's it on? It is on, I think it's Sky Sports Mix. Yes, Sky Sports Mix. God, I hope we get some more tickets sold for Wembley. 50,000 sold at the moment. We need some more. God, I'll be doing some early streams again. So, PNG versus, I think that was Cook Islands, on the morning of November 1st, and then later on I'm out at the Ashes game 2. Okay, we're about to get back underway. I'll end this poll. Right, come on Fiji, cover the spread. Cover the spread. Here we go, back underway. Second half begins. And now it's Cook Islands having to deal with the wind against them. So Fiji collect the ball on their own 30. It's Bowler. 4 tries in the first half. Almost lost ball there from the first pass. That's going to be Mafoa with the first carry of this set. Tagatua Mua. Next carry, there's a strong carry. A few more meters there. Renakama is going for X-rays. So just over the halfway line now. 2 tackles to go. Tagatua Mua goes right to Wakeham. Loses the ball. A little bit of laziness there from random Wakeham. I don't know if the pass was off. It looked okay. Or the wind pushing it? I don't know. It just looked like he lost it. Discipline, Fiji. You got to be better than that. So it's actually going to be a scrum for Cook Islands. Just short of halfway. Down the left edge of the field. Now towards the halfway line. Pumping his legs. Good stuff. Over near the left touchline now. Next carry from Makareri. Just short of Fiji's 40. approaching 2 minutes gone. And Gatakara playing at 9 at the moment. Next carry from Dakin. Through centre field is Teague. Eating up some good meters. 2 minutes gone in the second half. 25 metres out. And Gatakara goes left to Dakin. Then through centre field. Gets an offload as well to Teague. Over the 10. Cook Islands. Last tackle 5 metres out. And Gatakara goes right to Masters. Out the back. 2-on-1 possibly. Trying to go through into the corner. Ulberg spins. I think he's got it. Well, they want to check this one. Bula is down at the moment. No try given on field. Bunker will check. Okay. I wasn't too sure with the grounding either. I thought the last ball might have been forwards, but I couldn't really tell from the angle that we had. But this was nice. Bit of shape from Cook Islands. Let's have a look. This would be a hell of a try saver if Jennings has kept this up. I think he's kept that up. I actually think he's kept it up. I think Jennings has kept that ball up. There's a bit where it looks like the ball's... Ooh. No, he's held that up. He's held that up. Well done. Beautifully done. It will remain 28 points to 6 in favour of Fiji. Very close there from the Cook Islands. Very, very close. I am on for an exact score prediction. I just need Fiji to get 2 tries, 2 kicks, and Cook Islands 1 try, 1 kick. Very close indeed. Great tackle, though. Nice bit of shape. Good movement from the Cookies. Very close. 2.5 minutes gone. Fiji in possession. Tagatuamua on his right to Jennings. He carries it over his own 20. Does anyone know, is this the stadium where the PNG Chiefs are going to play? Like, is this the assumed stadium for where the Chiefs will play? Next carry. Tane Milne, the legend that is, over the 40. No idea. I guess we'll find out eventually. Next carry through centre field. Ooh, that looked high. It was high. Just absolutely no flinching from Navale. He just took it like an absolute champ. Just bang, straight into the head. Gets up, he's like, and what? What are you going to do? I'm Caleb Navale. Have it. So penalty for Fiji. They were already up to halfway. And they'll get a fresh set in a second. Closer to the try line. 35 metres out. With a fresh set of 6. Tagatuamua. Scooting. Good metres up towards the 20. Still going up towards the 10. Great little scoot there. Donahue shifting it right. Wakeham on his right to Bula. Stepping. Could he get 5? He certainly could. Navale in centre field is going to be tackled 6 metres out between the sticks. 4 minutes gone. 3 tackles to go. Tagatuamua pops it up on his right. Trying to get over the try line. He's going to have to play this. He's not been held up, so he'll play it. Inches in front of the try line. Tagatuamua goes right. That's Bula, sorry, kicks the ball through. There's a knock-on from the Cook Islands. Now in the hands of Kalo. Spins, puts the ball down. The referee already called for something else, to be fair. Didn't quite get it. Patoko has re-signed with the Warriors. Good young player. All right, okay. Good stuff. Assuming he's... Do Warriors play in New South Wales or Queensland Cup? So I know they play in one of them, but I'm not sure which one. I assume he plays in that. New South Wales, okay. The problem is I needed to yawn. They had a scrum 10 metres out and they've lost it. Okay. Honestly, thank God, because that would have gone in the stream highlights video, and I just was trying to hold back a yawn the whole time. Taruba has just dropped. Just an easy one. Warriors won New South Wales Cup and beat the champion Q Cup team. Alright, okay. Fair dues, fair dues. Lost the scrum, yeah. I was just yawning the whole time, just trying to hold it in. So it's now a scrum for the Cook Islands. 6 minutes gone. Carry down the right edge, only making a few metres there. I need to yawn again. Ulberg with the next carry up towards the 20. Looks pretty lively. I think Ulberg plays in the championship, actually. I'm sure he plays for... Is it Toulouse? I think he plays for Toulouse. I'm not too sure. I'm sure I saw his name on that squad when I looked yesterday. Cook Islands up towards their own 30. Stopped just a metre over it. And Gatakara waiting at 9. They're going for a little shift here. They are. Kale Ito gets the ball across to Potoko. He's going. He's shifting. He's moving. He stopped on the 20. Look at him go. Last tackle, 20 metres out with Cowley. Engage the line. Chips over the top. Bit of a chase there. Collected on the try line by Takatuamua. Got there eventually. Stopped just short of his own 10. 7 minutes gone. Donahue waits at dummy half. So, Fiji with a long way to go. Just short of their own 20 now. Excuse me. I just had to cough then. Hopefully that actually muted. Up towards their own 30. Bowler at dummy half. Third tackle. Right to Tane Milne. Up to the 40. Gets an offload back to Bowler. Bit of extra room to make up. Navali wants an offload. Nearly gets one to Wakeham. He does knock the ball on. Referee says play on. Okay. We're going to play it down in backfield. Have we? Or has it finally been called knock on? I'm not sure. But Dakin at the moment is down on one knee. He's not proposing. He's just got an issue with his head. This offload to Wakeham, I think it was a knock on. And not just, it did bounce forwards, which that's fine, like that can happen. But it's when he touched it, I thought he'd pushed it forwards. I guess not. Who is number 20? I don't even know who 20 is. Is it Wigmore? Have I been saying the wrong name? It says that Makareri is 20, Dakin is 17, Tamarua is 16. I might have been saying the wrong names here. Kicking the last, it's going to bounce into the in-goal area. We have a contest. It goes over the dead ball line. So it'll be a 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set for the Cookies. 8 minutes gone. You have a tap and a carry up towards the 30. Can the Cook Islands start finding some points here? 0 tackle. Ulberg with the next carry. Another strong one, just shy of his own 40. And Gatakara. Next carry, just short of halfway. So Cook Islands, by the end of this set, could put Fiji under a bit of defensive pressure. Oh, that's a strong hit. Is that high shot there from Milne? Tane, what you doing, lad? Come on, Tane. You're better than that. You're better than that, son. You can't be doing it. Oof. Ugly hit, that. That was an ugly hit. Oof. He's lucky that he's falling. you think that now McNamara, John Warrington, Burgess will get the sack and he will come in? No, I'm pretty sure Burgess is going to be head coach next year. At least if Burgess gets the sack, then McNamara takes over. But it's still not a good sign if he gets the sack with McNamara in the coaching staff. So Burgess is staying as head coach, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Tane Milne. What's it going to be?
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell. You dickhead.
Not my boy, Tane Milne. Not my boy. How dare you? How dare you? You stole my dreams with your empty words. So, that's going to be Tane Milne off for 10. Cook Islands have an extra man for 10 minutes. Okay, alright. So, 20 metres out. Extra man for Cook Islands. Can they find multiple tries? We will see. Ngatakara stepping, shifting. He stopped 2 metres short of the try line. Teague is going to go himself. Did he get the ball down? He is potentially held up. I think they want to check this. Okay. Well, the bunker's going to have a look at this one. I didn't see what the on-field decision was. Be surprised if he got this one down. There's plenty of defenders in the way. Ooh. That is close. That is very close. Maybe just a hand underneath it from Navale. Okay, I think there's a hand underneath it. Go Fiji, says Tony. Go Fiji indeed. Comfortable lead, but they are now down a man. Tane Milne sent to the sin bin. So we'll see if the Cook Islands can do something about it. $10 out, Cook Islands in possession. Moiroa is going to play us a metre out left of the post. Last tackle for the Cook Islands. And straight from dummy half, it's going to be a penalty. It'll be inside 10-6 again. Fresh set of 6 for Cook Islands. So Fiji were nearly on the last there. Could have dealt with it. 15 metres out, now 10. Great chance for the Cook Islands. They just need the points. They just need the points. Ngatakara shifting it left. Teague stopped 5 metres out, just left of the post. 3 tackles to go. Ngatakara looks right, then goes left. Is that Piacora? Stopped a few metres short. Nearly 10 minutes gone in the second half. 2 tackles to go. Ngatakara wanted to go out the back, but then just goes himself. Last tackle. Not really... oh, it's inside 10-6 again. Not really troubling Fiji that much, but they've got plenty of possession here. Across to Cowley. It is now with Porter. Steps back towards the posts. Almost down. Oh, that is close. That's unbelievably close. In between the sticks. Cookies go right to Cowley. Oh, he stopped a metre or 2 short. He gets Kara. He's going to go himself. He stopped just short again. Oh my god. The scramble from Fiji. Cookies, just throw a bit of shape. You've got the extra man. Throw a bit of shape. Masters, trying to step past Jennings. Gets an offload. Porter. Now with it. Oh. 10 metres out. Left of the post. Last tackle. Going down the short side left. Cowley kicks the ball through. Bobbles a little bit. It is all over the place. Goes over the dead ball line. I think it's going to be a dropout. No. 20 metre tap. 7 tackles set. Okay. Alright. So Fiji deal with that. Multiple 6 agains. That many penalties on the line, you think it should be cards? Good question. Maybe. I'm never too sure with those because I don't know. I'm not sure. It feels harsh to give cards away for that stuff. I don't know. Tough one for me, that. Fiji up towards a 30. Now with Bula. 6 minutes 40 to go on the sin bin for Tiny Mill. Cooks blew it though. Should have scored there, no excuse. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Trying to force it. Like, trying to crash over a bit too much, forcing that. Too many plays. So only about 15 metres out. Left to wake him on the last. Across. It's a little bit wayward. Yeah. Wayward stuff there. It is now in the hands of Masters. On his own 10. Yeah, not a great end to the set there from Fiji. Got to clean that up. Ulberg with the next carry. Up towards the 20. I'll stop a few metres shy. Next carry through centre field for the Cook Islands. I think that was in Gatakara, I think. Third tackle. Now down the left-hand side of the field. Near the left touchline. Kill it out. We'll play this ball. It is now with Potoko. Up towards halfway. So, decent set here in the end. Great carry, actually. A few more metres as well. Last tackle here for the Cookies. Cooks have a young spine. Everyone except Masters, I think, is under 21. Yeah, fair enough. And, of course, again, there's no Takirangi as well, so that's a tough one. But on the last tackle, they're still shifting the ball around. Sioka, look for an offload, gets one to Masters. Spaced on the right edge, possibly kicks the ball through. All over the place. Cookies could be in. Just need an offload. They get one. There's a spin here from Rennie. Gets an offload again. Masters. Step in. They could just take the tackle. Set up. It's a 6 again in front of the try line. 5 metres out for the Cook Islands. So back to where they were before. And Gatakara pops the ball up. Is he in? He's celebrating. There we go. Points for the Cook Islands. Well, they didn't need 2 or 3 6-agains this time. They got it done on the first possession. Well, that is going to be 28 points to 10. Lovely stuff. Getting the offloads on the last tackle, coming up with a 6 again. And then able to crash over. I didn't see who it was. It was Makareri, was it? I guess so. There we go, 28-10 with a kick to come. They should get the kick as well because it is close enough to the post. Yeah, he does definitely get that ball down. Be careful, Fiji. Got to cover the spread. As soon as you get back to 13, you gotta go. Milne has, I think, a bit less than 5 minutes to go on the sin bin. So I did predict 40 points to 12, I think. I think that's what I went with. So it's on. It is on. Let's see. Yeah, 40 points to 12. Taruva, anytime try scorer. He could have had one before, but he's not got one. The kick was good, actually. (28-12), 16-point lead for Fiji. There we go. Okay, back underway. Waken with the kickoff. Bounces low a couple times. That out in touch. Nearly. Just collected by Potoko. near the touchline. That was a bit of an awkward one there for the Cook Islands. 15 out from their own try line. Aitu fakes a launch over the top and just takes it over the 20. Gatakara hands it off to Ulberg with the next carry. Gets an offload with Moroa. Stopped 25 out from his own try line. Now down the right edge over the 30. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the sin bin for Tane Milne. Now with Masters down the right edge, trying to draw one in. He does. Ulberg, space down the right. Break here for Cook Islands. Does he have support? He doesn't. Buller. Oh, there's an offload. It is picked up. Cowley on the 10. Last tackle for the Cook Islands. Last tackle, they're up towards the 10. Can they find some more points? In centre field. Space over on the left. There's a lot of space. They launch it. Potoko. Oh, there's enough time to get across. Cuts back inside. Still going. He is stopped meters. Meters short the try line. Damn. Nearly. Nearly some more points. Fiji close to 1 million population, Cook's 15k with about 50k living in New Zealand and Australia. Alright, okay. 80k, 70k cookies live in New Zealand. Alright, okay. So Fiji in possession on their own 20. Yeah, Fiji looks a little bit awkward at the moment. Since Milne has gone off, he should be back on very, very soon. Minute and 18 seconds to go. Kami Kamitha with the next carry. Has he lost a boot? He has. He's lost a boot. Next carry up towards the 40 for Fiji. This energy from Cook Islands in the last sort of 10 minutes has been really, really good. Kick on the last day from Wakeham with the wind behind his back towards the back left. Collected on the 10 by Ioka. Over the 20, 25 out from their own try line. So Cookie's looking okay at the moment. Started to turn the tide a bit. Can Fiji start to pull away again once they get 13 players on the field? Have the Cookies swung momentum enough that further in the game they can do something with it? And Kami Kamitha's still playing without one boot here at the moment. He's still playing without a boot. Any second now. They'll be back to 13. Now down the left edge up towards the 30. Cookies in possession. Last tackle coming up. Aitu waits at 9. On his right to Teague. Then to Masters. He's going to kick on the last towards the back left. He's going to come down on the 20. Bounces backwards. Potoko under pressure. Collects it and is stopped on the 40. Not a great end to the set there. Not a great end to the set. And Fiji will get to start their own set on their own 40. So they're already nice and high up the field. Kalo with the first carry of this one. And that's going to be Milne back on. 13 on 13 again. Up towards the Cookies 40. So a lot of good work that the Cookies have done in the last 10-15 minutes. I think if Fiji scored now, that would really put the game to bed. Probably kill off the Cookies after all that work. Left to Donahue. Out the backs. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Sonia Taruva cuts back inside. Still going. I did back him anytime try score. Sonia Taruva, go do it. Go do it. No, he stopped just short. Oh, so close. Inches short the try line. That was so close. Buller goes right to Wakeham. Milne back on the field. He's stopped 15 metres out. Plays it for Navale. Fourth tackle right to Wakeham. It's a 6 again. Katoga is just going to waltz through. It's a little bit easy. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. What's the try for Fiji? They'll hit 32. So as soon as they get 13 back on the field, that's going to be some more points for Fiji Bati. 32 with a kick to come. But thank you, Fiji, for covering the spread once again. Keep it going. So it's Katoga against Cowley. 1v1, gets around him, can't get a hold of him. Nicely done. If you're born in the Cook Islands, you get New Zealand passport, same as... I'm going to butcher these names. You know what? I'm not going to say the names because I'm going to butcher them. Sucks when you play well, come close to scoring a couple of times, then get scored on. Fiji got momentum back. Yeah. That's the thing. They've been gaining that momentum in the last 10-15 minutes. They get all that momentum. Great field position. Really energetic. And then the moment it's back to 13v13, it's like reality sets in once again. But compared to how the Cook Islands started, because when, Bula got a hat-trick inside 12.5 minutes, from that point it looked like it was just completely done. Now, Fiji were always comfortable on the scoreboard, but in terms of the actual game, Cook Islands really made it interesting at one point. So, I thought Cook Islands would look a little bit better. At the start, they disappointed me. But they have since impressed me with how they've played. Waking with the conversion, and it is good. That's going to be 34 points to 12. I need 1 try and 1 kick from Fiji, and I've got the exact score correct. But I do feel like there's a lot more points than just 6 in this game. With 17 minutes and 52 seconds to go, you'd imagine there's more than 6 points in this game. I'm glad we're back to international, though. I do like the international stuff, because I'd get to learn about more players that I don't normally see. Like, I recognise a lot of these names. Ulberg, Rennie, Ioka, Teague, Fiji Bati, and Gatakara, guys like that I don't normally see in Super League or the NRL, so it's nice seeing these guys again. I only see them once a year during the Pacific Championships. But off the kickoff, the mandatory short kickoff, because the wind basically makes it a short kickoff, Cook Islands in possession. They're 20 metres out. Left to centre field, Teague waiting at dummy half. Goes down the short side left. Cowley switches back to Piacora. He's going to get wrapped up by Kamikamitha. Finally got his boot back on. Good for him. 20 metres out, Teague. Right to Dakin. Then across to Masters, switches back to Porter. Very close, very close. 2 tackles to go, 10 metres out. Towards the sticks. 2 or 3 metres short, last tackle in front of the right post. Teague waiting at 9. Looks left, but goes right. Masters. Flat ball across. They're back in. There's a response from the Cookies. Alright, well, fair enough. I thought that might have killed them off there, that try from Fiji, but they respond back basically straight away. Okay. Fair enough. And that's my exact score prediction. Wrong. One more try for your prediction. Anyway, I hope Cook Islands can qualify for the World Cup. We play qualify versus South Africa right after this tournament. Well, I don't even know how good or bad South Africa is supposed to be in Rugby League, so I'd assume they'll be okay for that. I assume. I don't even know what the World Cup qualifier structure looks like. I've got no idea. There's only 2 teams that can qualify, isn't that right? Aren't they only doing 10 teams for the World Cup? So, wasn't it all the quarterfinals teams get in automatically, and then everyone else has to do some kind of qualifiers? I think. The kick is good. Alright. So again, Fiji, I kind of need you to cover the spread here and win by at least 19 points, if you don't mind. I need Fiji to score again. 16-point lead. So a penalty wouldn't do it. Last time Cook Islands played South Africa, they won 60-6. I think, when I have no idea how strong a team they'll have this time. I don't even know a single South African international for league. I don't know one. I don't have a clue. So back underway. Wakeham the kickoff. And it's an awkward one, nearly in touch, making it awkward again. Cook Islands, 6 metres out from their own try line. 100% completion in the second half from Cook Islands. Nicely done. Aitu up towards the 10. 67% completion from Fiji, so they need to be a lot cleaner. Next carry up towards the 20 for the Cookies in centre field. Right, come on Fiji. Just cover the spread, okay? Get a couple tries. Cover the spread. I can relax. Next carry over the 40. Good meters here. Fiji Bati will play this on halfway. Last tackle for the Cookies. What's the kick like? Looking for the back left. It's alright. Wind not really affecting them too much on that one. Collected on the 10 by Jareen Bula. Up towards the 20. So it's been a little bit of an awkward last 10-15 for Fiji. They've not really been able to settle in that much. Get back into the usual process. Next carry from Taruva. Very strong carry over the 40. Navale. Now with Bula. Shrugging off a few defenders. Up towards the 40. 2 tackles to go. 14 minutes, 20 seconds left. Bula claims he was hit high, I think. Milne with the next carry gets an offload as well. Kamikamitha. Down the right edge. Into Cowley. Up towards the 30. Last tackle for Fiji. Wakeham. 30 metres out. Puts boot to ball. Plenty of height on this one. It's coming down. It's a knock-on. Plenty of Fiji players there. Donahue is first to pounce on it. And I think this is going to be checked. We've got Rennie, I think that's down at the moment. Try give it on field, but the bunker will have a gander. That was all over the place, that. What an absolute mess. What an absolute mess. So I think everyone's onside, at least. That ball certainly got some height on it. So, don't think Jennings really affects that. 2 Cookies players collide. Comes off the back of Ulberg. Jennings is trying to get to it. Donahue, out of nowhere, just puts the ball down. I think that's all good. Hate fielding the high ball in windy conditions. It's worse when it's wet. Well, it must be an absolute bloody nightmare. And there's a try. Hey. Okay, Fiji, I think they'll hit 40. I'll just give them the kick because it's close enough for the sticks. Alright, they've got the spread covered again. Let's, maybe get another one just to make it safe. $38 points to 18. Kick to come. It is in front of the post. I think Wakeham will get it, so I've given him the kick. 13.5 minutes to go. Those posts are certainly shifting a lot in the wind. Okay, Wakeham steps up, finally gets the ball on the tee. It's kicked 5 out of 6 so far today, and the kick from Wakeham is good. It is 40 points to 18, 22-point lead for Fiji. This was almost my exact score prediction. Almost. If they get one more try and kick, then I've got the exact margin. Correct. But still waiting on Taruva to get a try here. Still waiting. Okay, back underway. Ball falls off the tee again. Hopefully it's not too windy tomorrow for New Zealand versus Samoa. And it doesn't quite reach the 10, unfortunately, because of the wind once again. I don't know if they tried to go for a short kickoff on that one, but yeah, it's going to be... Is it Cook Islands ball? Oh, okay. It went 10 metres, apparently. Fair enough. It's Cookie's ball on halfway. All right. So scrum for the Cook Islands with 12 minutes to go. Cowley will feed this ball into the scrum in a second. And it's Aitu with the first carry of this set, making about 7 or 8 metres. Good carry. Dakin. Taking it just over the 40 and a few extra metres as well. Just short of Fiji's 30. Teague on his right to Fiji Bati up towards the 20 now. Wanted an offload then, but just held on to it. 11 and a half to go. 3 tackles left in this set. In centre field. Cookie's now up towards Fiji's 10. About 11 metres out. Teague will go left. There's a switch back here. From Cowley to Piacora. 5 metres out. 2 tackles to go. Oh, this is the last tackle, sorry. Short side left. Cowley kicks the ball through. It is collected by Kalo. Kalo in goal. And he's going to be tackled in goal for a goal line dropout. 11 minutes to go. They'll just eat up some time off the clock. Got 25, 30 seconds here. They could go short. They'll have the wind behind the back, so they probably don't have to worry about going short. I don't think they should. But they could go long on this one. Get it over the halfway line. And it is drilled low. They'll go long. Wakeham with a couple awkward kicks here, but they've been good. They've just been putting the Cookies under pressure. 20 metres out. 10 and a half minutes to go. Over on the right edge of the field. Rennie goes left to Masters. Then he hands it off to Dakin. It is Tamaroa. Yeah, so I got all the numbers wrong. I've been saying the wrong guy. It is Tamaroa. Dakin is 17. Gotcha. Cookies a metre short. 10 minutes to go, 3 tackles left. Launching it over the top. It is intercepted by Kalo. Kalo, he's brought down on the 10. Nice idea there from the Cookies. Very nice idea. And it's going to be Valame up towards the 20. Second tackle. I think if Fiji score one more, I'll be comfortable with the bet. I think Navale on his left to Tane Milne, then to Donahue, straightens up towards his own 40. 9.5 to go. 2 tackles left in this set for Fiji. Jennings waiting at dummy half. On his right to Sakuru. Last tackle. Down the left edge now. Wakeham drills it low towards the back left. Goes out behind the 10. That's a great kick there from Brandon Wakeham. That's a great kick. Eating time off the clock. They got Cook Islands pinned back on their own 10. That is excellent. Excellent kick. So first carry, Cookies make about 2 or 3 metres there. 8.5 minutes to go. Teague hands the ball off to his right, and the Cookies take it over their own 20. Ulberg with another carry, switches back to Aitu. Had a great try earlier in the game. 8 minutes 15 left. Third tackle for the Cook Islands. A few metres short of their own 40. Teague on his right to Tamarua. Eight minutes to go. Just short of Fiji's 40. Last tackle. Short side left. Cowley needs an offload. Doesn't get one. It's double knock on, I think. No, just a knock on from Fiji, actually. Piacora with an offload. Masters, can he keep a hold of it? No, he can't. There was an absolute mess there. Not sure what the challenge would be for, but there is a challenge. 7 minutes, 28 seconds ago, the clock is stopped. Captain's challenge 4. I think this is for Fiji. Didn't see Cookies knock the ball on. I thought they did initially in my head, but they didn't. Oh. Maybe. Yeah, they're just trying to get a move on as soon as possible. Which I understand, they want to fight back as soon as possible, but, I think there might be a knock-on from the Cookies there. So there's an offload. It's whether... I think that's Wakeham. Does he get a touch first? I think Wakeham knocks it on into Yorker. But there's a double knock-on. Okay, unsuccessful challenge. 7.5 minutes to go. Right, here we go. Scrum for the Cookies, 40 metres out, 7.5 left. They go down the left-hand side. And they make up about 5 metres. Teague on his right to Moiroa, taking it over the 30. What can the Cookies do now? Fiji Bati in centre field, up towards the 20. They are inside the red zone. 3 tackles to go. Teague going right. Masters pops it up to Porter. Push closer to the right touchline. 7 minutes to go. 2 tackles to go. Teague. It's with Masters in centre field. On his left to Makatoa. Stopped on the 10. Last tackle in centre field. They go right. Masters. Flat ball across to Rennie. But it's going to be a high shot. Penalty for the Cook Islands. 6.5 to go. Yeah, high shot there from Jennings. Good effort there from Cook Islands. Good effort. Actually, if they get the kick, that's better. If they score a try, it ruins the bet. If they get a kick, it's fine. Because I need Fiji to win by more than 18 points. So they'll tap on the 10. 6 minutes 15 to go. Makatoa through centre field will play this 5 or 6 metres out between the sticks. Teague pops it up to Fiji Bati on his left, almost in. I wouldn't be surprised if Cook Islands score now anyway. I think they're building towards it. And another 6 again. Bloody hell. Moiroa almost over the try line there. It's going to be held up or stopped just short. 6 minutes to go. Teague switches back to Makatoa, almost in. Oh, good scramble from Fiji. Really good scramble. Oh, it's a knock-on as well. It's a knock-on from the Cookies right in front of the try line. Do they want to challenge it? They do have one. Let's have a look. Yeah, probably. That is probably a lost ball. 5.5 to go. So yeah, captain's challenge from the Cook Islands. Fiji's discipline on the line is poor. Doubt they would win versus PNG playing like that. True. I think offensively, I think Fiji's got enough to put PNG under some pressure. I think as well what helps is they'll get this game out of the way, bit of the rust out of the way as well, and can improve for next week. But yeah, I agree. The discipline's been poor. They've got to clean up, because if you give guys like Locke and Lamb time to do more damage with possession down this end of the field, eventually you're going to concede more than 18 points. Like, it's going to happen. Yeah, I think he has lost the ball there. But I don't know why PNG's not released the squad. I don't know why they've not put out an official squad. I was hoping they would have done by now, but they haven't. I don't know if they're going to or not, so I would have liked to have made a video, but... oh well. Yeah. They have not released a squad, which is disappointing. So, challenge was unsuccessful. Out the back of the scrum, Valame takes it up towards the 10 and loses a little bit of ground. 5 minutes to go. Wakeham. Next carry now from Kelo. Makes a few extra metres. And another carry through centre field for Fiji. Up towards their own 20. Tiny Mill bobbles it slightly. Down the left edge up towards the 30. And some extra metres as well. Still going. Still going. Good carry there from Tiny Mill. And the legend that is. Nearly lost the ball actually. Nearly. Plays it for Navale. Now with Donahue. Kicks on the 4th from behind the 40. Distance is okay. This might be a 20 metre tap. Yes, it is. It goes over the dead ball line. And there's so many Cookies players just walking back. No effort to get back. I mean, I'll take it for now. I'll take it. Nobody's rushing for this. Did I miss? Wait, they touched it. I didn't even realise. In my head. Oh my god. In my head, nobody was near it. It's a goal line dropout. I swear nobody touched that. Anyway, short dropout on the 20 collected. Wakeham goes left. Oof. Stopped on the 10. Sakuro is a metre short. Make that less than a metre. Did he get it down? He got it. 3 minutes 20. That's a try for Fiji. That'll be... yeah. That'll be 46 in a second. Yeah, all the Cookies players just walking back. They're knackered. They're putting a good shift. It's been a good effort from the Cookies, but that try there was a little bit too easy. Hey. So, if they get this kick, provided there's no more points, that should have been a restart on the 20. How's it a dropout? That's the thing, I don't know. I need to go back and watch that. I swear nobody was near it. I could have sworn nobody was near that. Right, here we go. Oh. Ah, okay. When he first kicked it, there was a deflection, like, immediately after the kick. So it wasn't the fullback who was miles away, understandably, but somebody played at the ball right in front of Donahue and got a touch on it. And the referee called that. So, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Didn't realise that. The kick from Wakeham is... it's no good. It's no good. So I can't even get the exact margin correct. One of his easiest kicks of the day. But no. One minute 50 to go. Okay. I think the bet's all good. Okay. And we are back underway. Yep, that's true, Damus. That is true. He's collected by Fiji. Do you want to go for one last try? I did back Sonia Taruva to score any time. So maybe a try for Taruva. But no, there's a mistake. Cookies will get the ball 30 metres out. 1 minute 35 to go. Masters will feed the ball into the scrum in a second. Feeds the ball in. We've got 1 minute 20 to go. It is right to Rennie. Spins. He'll play this about 23 metres out. Teague on his left to Moiroa. Strong carry up towards the 10. He'll play this 11 metres out in between the sticks. Second tackle. Left to Peterson Rabati. Pops the ball up. Looking for an offload from Makatoa. Gets one. Peterson Rabati on his right again. Dives over. Cookies. They respond. With less than a minute to go, they'll hit 20 plus. They've put in a good effort here. It's been a good effort. Okay. Right. So, this is actually a good thing because it's going to be a 20-point game. And there's 33 seconds left. So they'll just eat up all the time on the clock. And I think that should be okay. So, yeah, 20-point game. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. I thought Fiji would be a bit more comfortable looking at the team, but yeah, I agree. Well done, Cook Islands. Not bad for a young team. I think they've done a good job here. There's still, like, you know, in terms of the typical process, kicking game, difficult for both teams because the wind has been atrocious. But for a young side, they've not been able to stick to a process. It's not been a particularly clean day for either side. But I think some of the off-the-cuff moments, the energy that they showed working for each other, I think Cook Islands can be very proud of that effort. And they kept the scoreboard a lot closer than last year. So that's a good sign. And that's going to be full time, folks. Full time. Well, there you go. It is all over. Fiji Bati 44, Cook Islands 24. Fiji definitely deserving of that one. 3 tries from Bula in the first 12.5 minutes. Scored 4 this game. He did a great job. But yeah, Cook Islands, I think, should be very proud of that effort. Not sure what they'll be able to do against PNG. We'll have to see. Depends what squad they've got. Again, if they could release it, that would be splendid. But yeah. Some good stuff there. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it a day there. I do want to say thank you very much to those that stopped by. It is greatly appreciated. I will be streaming tomorrow for New Zealand versus Samoa. And then next week, I'll be streaming... who are the matchups for next week? Let's have a look, just so I know. So next week, I'm doing PNG versus Cook Islands, and then Tonga versus Samoa. And I'll also be streaming England versus Australia Game 1, which I think is... yeah, it is next week. I will be at Game 2 for the Ashes, so I won't be streaming. That's the only international that I won't be streaming, because I'll be at that one. What a great game it was, not going to lie. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming Game 1 and Game 3 of the Ashes, but I'll be at Game 2. It's just down the road for me. It's 30 minutes up the road, so I'm going with a couple mates that are Everton fans like me, so we're going to our team stadium. And we're taking a mate who's not seen a game before. He's never seen Rugby League, but he's a Liverpool fan as well, so makes it worse. Anyway, that should be good. Should be fun. Hoping England win the first game of the Ashes. I really hope so too. I think we'll do better than people give us credit for. I'm not like over the moon with the squad, but I think we'll do a lot better than people think. Great performance from Aitu. Yeah, it was a decent effort. It was a decent effort. I think they should be very proud of that. There's a lot to work on, but a lot to be very proud of. Don't like Aussie media. That's annoying me as well, because a lot of people are just writing us off. A lot of Aussies saying, basically just looking at the NRL players. Like, oh yeah, here's a few NRL players that can keep up, but then it's like, just because you don't know about Mikey Lewis, you don't know about Jake Wardle, you don't know about Joe Burgess, like just because you don't know who these guys are doesn't mean that they can't compete. You know, that's what a lot of media is assuming, that, well, it's not full of NRL stars, so therefore it's not good enough to compete. Played against Tonga, we're completely comfortable. Played against Samoa, completely comfortable. So you never know. You never know. I think we'll do better than people give us credit for. I hope. Are you covering Kiwis and Samoa game? Yes, sir, I will be. So, yeah, so for streams, I'll be back tomorrow for New Zealand versus Samoa. Then next week, PNG versus Cook Islands, and then Tonga versus Samoa, and Ashes game 1. Which, I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to. But, again, thank you very much for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm at 13,128. Trying to hit 14,000 by the end of the year. Maybe 15 at a push. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. And yeah, see you tomorrow.